And what we found was quite harrowing and I think important to share, particularly on this Women's Day. First of all, we found that abuse is pervasive. Over 40% of state legislators that we surveyed had experienced threats or attacks in the past several years, and nearly 20% of local office holders. And these numbers balloon up when you take into account less severe forms of abuse like harassment, insults, stalking. When you take these forms of abuse into account, almost 90% of state legislators and over half of local office holders had experienced some form of abuse. And we also found that this disproportionately hurts marginalized communities. So though local and state office holders across race and gender identities were experiencing this abuse, women and people of color bear the brunt of it. And among local office holders, they're experiencing more abuse. And it is also worth noting that they experience different kinds of abuse. So for example, more women and people of color compared to men and white people were likely to tell us that they were subject to abusive language about their children and their families, about their appearance, about their race or their gender, or both. And women serving in state legislatures were nearly 4 times as likely as men to experience abuse of a sexual nature.